Hey guys, how you doing? It's your boy Context. Today bringing you a new video. This video will be how to anchor on Breach Hardpoint and Fringe Hardpoint. Also, this is for all the competitive players, especially the AR players on their teams that want to learn how to rotate and hold anchors better. I know Octane already did some of these videos, and I kind of just want to re-emphasize for those who haven't seen his videos or kind of show my perspective on it, because I do play it a little bit different than he does sometimes. Alright, so let's get it started. So from this spawn, which is considered bad spawn for getting the first hill as an AR, follow me around the map. Now you can do a bunch of things from this side. One, if you want to slide down here with your team as they're getting in a hill, you can come and automatically aim down that lane right there. You can go wall run. They might be watching it from right there, but you can go wall run. And if you think you can beam them off and get in position, go ahead. But honestly, I'd either do that or hold your team's anchor from top AC. And what I mean by that is, although this is bad for first hill, from here you have rotations to the second hill, which is back there. You can just hold mid-map. If you want to push up a little bit, come up here and just make sure that they can't get behind you. They might try to wall run from that side to break your anchor, so AC is probably the safest bet. But just let your subs fight for that hill. At about 25 seconds, you want to start rotating back here. 30 is kind of early, and 20 is kind of late. So about 25. This is next hill. Let your subs stay in the hill. You can run 2 ARs in this hill. My team does. One guy who's either back here, so if they come from there or there, you have it. Or if you're feeling guts, you could play this AC and watch that, this, and this. But that's a lot of angles. I like playing in that corner if I'm playing the back anchor. And we usually have our other AR sit right here, so he can watch all of construction and the wall run. We have one sub in here, so he can watch these two things. And then we have a person in hill. And we basically have all those angles cut off. If you want, you can take your sub that's in there and tell him to go over on that side of construction and hold it down, and then the AR can watch this lane. I do that sometimes too. Now, if you're playing it from that way, you want to start pushing out at around 20 seconds. Not too early, but early enough. This is next hill right here, mid-map. So let's wait till it comes over.
Hardpoint identified.
You can either play the AC since you already have these spawns, or you can do what I like to do and push up all the way here and watch top, bottom broken in the wall run. And have somebody watch Palace, a person in hill, and a person back here watching your wall run up there and down there. So from up here, I have that. I have someone watching Palace, someone watching the back, and the person in hill just has to stay down unless they get a break. So I like this hold because I have the most leverage and head glitch of an AR, and no one's outgunning me like that. While we're waiting for the next hill, I'm going to explain how to get into the first hill from this spawn. So when you're sliding down here as an AR, you can do two things. I like to come up here and watch that wall run in case someone goes for it off the break. Or you can slide and hill with your AR and just prepare to challenge kids like that. Now, from this hill, we go to back greenhouse is next hill, which you want to push for at about 20 seconds or 25, I guess. You want to rotate a little bit earlier on this hill. Now as an anchor, you want to be right back here. You want to be on this AC so you can watch the OE from that side, or if they're pushing in from here. Wall run you don't have to really worry about. At least my team, we set another AR up here, so he can watch that side and the wall run. We have one person sitting in hill. I'd be watching the back, and then we'd have a person with a sub either in here or somewhere around here, so you can watch the call from the front. So you really just have to have everything covered. If someone dies, you have to make sure you rotate, but under no circumstance do you rotate from here unless you're fighting for like the last points on the hill. This is the one you really need to hold. The AR from up there can rotate into the hill, or over here if something bad happens. If you want to run multiple ARs, more than 2, you could have the third AR sit here, but it's all team preference. And then the last hill is in lab. You want to rotate here at about 25, even 30 seconds sometimes, because you can get a lot of time on this hill, so it's worth the early rotation.
Hardpoint locked down.
So now you can hold this from a bunch of different angles. I typically hold this from the AC, because I just jump and look over there, and then I look back here. So if I can see them coming from construction, I can call it out. And if they come all the way to the back to break the anchor, I can call it out. I usually have my hill player play right in this corner right here and just gun them as they come through. You can also play up front if you know that they're not going to hit you from the back. And then we set one player construction to watch this lane. So I'm really just a safety blanket in the back. So one person up here, me on the anchor, someone in hill, and someone either pushed out mid-map or the second AR up here on the AC. Which I'd say is the best setup. 2 ARs, one in the back, one on AC, and then a submachine gun in hill and a submachine gun by construction. Really your best bet. And then you rotate back to mid. So I hope that helps, guys. That's basically how to anchor on breach. And the second half of this video will be how to anchor on Fringe. So be back in a little bit.
Ready for tasking.
Hey guys, how like you doing? It's your boy xContextx here, bringing you the second half of this video, which will be the anchoring on Fringe Hardpoint. So now, from the spawn I just got, you can do two things. I like sliding up here and trying to challenge that guy who's going to be L wall, or they'll have a guy granny, so either or, I'll take care of him. Or if you're feeling really good about your shot, you can come up here and try to challenge him. I mean, I think I have a pretty good shot, but I'd rather avoid a gunfight like that. I'd rather just have the advantage on a head glitch where he probably won't be looking first. And I can get more coverage and easier shots from down here. If you want to get guts, you can push up right behind the person in hill and even have a closer shot. As long as you have someone watching this flank right here, because people do love to hit this flank off the break. And the flank back there. But from here, my teammates usually call out if there's someone coming over there, So it's a really good spot to hold. It's my favorite spot to hold. I'm going to do this from the other side real quick. If you're up here, instead of going grannies, I suggest you just come down here a little bit closer. And you can see them if they try to jump up there. The ideal spot on this first hill is actually white truck if you can get here. If you're a good AR, you can gun down up there, over there, and they'll have to try to flank you to break you from that spot. This is the spawn you want. So if you start off on the red barn side, you want to push for this spawn so you can get this spawn for the next 2 hills, which is what you really want. So as you're down, they try to break for that top spawn. So now you broke and you have the top spawn, right? So you want to keep it. To make sure you keep it, you want to have a guy boxes or silos or something. Always have one guy back here. You need that for the next hill. I usually sit tin and watch over there. I have one guy in hill, a sub, just kind of cruising it right here, and then I have another sub in here. We have one guy in here, a person in hill, me watching the far left lane, and someone holding our anchor. Basically the setup you want. If you don't have spawns for next the entire time that hill's going on, play for the break. So if you're not getting this spawn at about 40 seconds on the second hill, then you should be pushing to break the guy who's going to be back here. Now on this hill, I play right here, and I gun down people jumping over and anyone coming from that side. Alternatively, you can sit 2 anchors, which my team does when we're playing a really good team. And we have another guy sit up here, so you can watch dome, and if they jump from over there. You have someone in hill, and then someone playing right here, or white truck. So someone on the back, someone somewhere in mid-map so they can see all of mid-map, and someone over there. So the best setup would be a sub in hill, an AR back there, an AR back by the silo, and an AR white truck would be the best setup you can get. You can really get full 60 seconds on this hill, so that's one of the best things you can do. If you get money time on that hill, you'll be good to go for this hill right here. Now on this hill, I also like having the spawn, so in reality, you want this grandma's house spawn for the entire hill. Once I'm here, or once we get to this hill, I like being right here. I can watch both lanes, and I'm a pretty good shot, so I usually kill them crossing lanes. If they try to play in the middle area, leave that to your AR, or not your AR, your sub player. But as an AR, you can just watch it from out here. Have someone watching your flank, so again, I love having someone white truck almost the entire game, because they can watch anyone trying to come up the street and call out how many are flanking through if they're not going all the way from the back. If they try to full flank you, then someone will pick them up. I like having 2 people with subs playing for this hill, or at least one in the hill and one right there. and then I'll be in the back holding the anchor in the flank, and a guy mid-map getting information. And then we go back to mid-hill, and you can set up the same way if you're on this side, over here, if you're on that side, the other truck. Really just depends. So that's your rotations on Fringe. Hope you guys liked the video. If you did and you learned something, like, comment, subscribe. As always, show the love in the comments. Really do appreciate the support. And yeah, that's 2 maps. The next video I'll be posting later today is God spots and strats on Infection and Stronghold SND. So stay tuned. xContextx signing out.